It's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's Simmons in at the point. Clock at 4, and Young, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
Yes, Kevin, the major forces, you know for sure. There are always some teams you just can't tell if they're legit or not.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Bogdanovich with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Basket, good.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
To the middle, here's Embiid. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And Embiid drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Collins looking around. Here's Young. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. Green finds Simmons. Now Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young pass to Collins. A floater. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harris with it. And guarded by Capella. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
There's the pass to Collins. Driving to the basket. Here's Capella. Pass to Collins. He kicks to Hunter. Clock at 6. Poke loose. It's stolen by Harris. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And the defender there, a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
Young pass to Collins. Bogdanovich with it, picked up by Harris. Young against Simmons. Young, good. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Young against Simmons. Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Take a look at the Heat. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now for the 76ers, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop.
Outside Collins. Young with no one around. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 9 points.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
The drive by Simmons.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Collins kicks to Young. And Embiid with the block. Just 5 on the clock. The 3-ball. Another miss by Young.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The drive by Green.
A prototype 3-and-D guy. Green's focused on becoming a more complete player. Part of that is becoming more consistent from the free throw line.
Radish, he's checked in for the Hawks. And both free throws good for Green. Here's Young. He's got 9. Capella, high post. Over Embiid. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Defenses encourage Capella to shoot jumpers, but that time the strategy backfires.
Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
A fairly unassuming personality. Clint Capella enjoying the spotlight on that one.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Over Bogdanovich. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
George Niang, he's checked in for the 76ers.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Simmons passes to Niang. Drives to the hoop. And Capella sends it back.
What a block by Clint Capella, flying in with those long arms for the no.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One watch.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Alinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovich. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Young looking it over. Driving the lane. A miss that time would have put him up. Philadelphia has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Harris. Rebound Atlanta.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Teardrop shot. A shot by Reddish, no good. 76ers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
To the right side. From 17 feet out. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Hawks lead by 2.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Here's Herter, and he uses the glass on the layup. Herter's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Simmons slams it in.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop him.
Here's Young. It's sent back down by Simmons. Harris finds Simmons. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. DeJuan Wright, he's checked in for Young. Milton with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's good from long range.
Inconsistent from range. When he first entered the league, Tobias has turned that completely around.
Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Herter, guarded by Embiid. Gallinari right side. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Reddish. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Gallinari with the steal. Out to the right wing. Herter passes to Wright. Back to Herter. Takes a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They weren't aggressive on the glass. They weren't blocking out. That puts you behind the 8 ball every single time.
Herter passes to Capella. And Embiid with the block. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And a change for the Hawks. Zhang's checked in. 1:37 left to play in the first. Here's Thybulle. Niang kicks to Korkmaz. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And that one drops.
So much of his offense is perimeter oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Here's Korkmaz. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Gallinari down low, working on Drummond, counted.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Maxey passes to Drummond. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Thybulle with the ball. Now right defender. Maxey, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Wright dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Chang from downtown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He provided some serious rim protection in that quarter. Good luck getting a shot over this guy. Back right after this. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Actually out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Reed in at the four-man position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Passes to Chang. Back to Wright. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. The pass to Thybulle. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks leading. Back to Williams. That's tipped and stolen by Thybulle. And Drummond kicks to Reed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Shots good by Williams.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
76ers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And what a career it's been for Lou Williams. You forget just how long, Greg, he's produced at this level.
And how about came into the league at 19. A decade and a half later, he's still an incredible scorer. Longevity like that isn't easy to come by.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Inside. And finished off by Wright.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Drummond. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Andre Drummond's games has to improve at the free throw line if he wants to be a go-to player.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins comes in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Bogdanovich in for DeLon Wright. Springer, the pass to Korkmaz. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
It's amazing Drummond doesn't block more shots. He has a 9-foot standing reach.
Here's Springer. He's guarded by Williams. Reed kicks to Thybulle. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's the floater. And the layup good by Hunter. Hunter's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Hunter dishes to Okongwu. Fades away. The second chance effort. And Thibault sends it back. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle, and Curry subbed in for Korkmaz. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Trae Young, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And that one's good.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Collins against Drummond. Now, here's Okongwu. Not a lot of room.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but, you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Springer the pass to Green. They get it back. Reed misses. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 17-6 run.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the Hawks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Back to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets a very good look and converts.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Curry, here we go. The dish to Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 15 points for Joel Embiid. Hung outside. Here's the teardrop. That one's not going to go. Simmons with the defensive effort. Outside Curry. To the paint. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Simmons.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Young outside. And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Capella's checked in. And Simmons kicks to Harris. He shoots again. Here's Embiid. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Young outside. of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Collins against Harris. 5 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Green. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bogdanovich up top, guarded by Harris. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And it might be an overused term, Smitty, but I think the description of Bogdanovich as a glue guy really fits.
I agree. He has a lot of those qualities that every team needs. He's a playmaker. He gets after it on the defensive end, and he can create his own offense when need be.
The 76ers making a switch here. Niang's checked in. Alinari, he's checked in for Atlanta.
It can be deceiving. The quickness of Harris's first step, nice.
Now Young. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Orlando.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons shoots it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Young. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take the backseat for that dunk.
Wow. It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. The 76ers trail by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Young passes to Capella. Kicks to Young. Just 5 to shoot. And Embiid with the block.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Harris inside. Gallinari covering. Harris, good.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game, something Harris relies on.
Here's Hurt, defended by Milton. And Embiid with the block. And it's Simmons penetrating. For 3, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 7 for him tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Huerter. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. Corky Dames checked in for Capella. And it's Reddish in for Johnson. And the Hawks with possession here. Young, good look. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
A shot by Milton, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Huerter passes to Gallinari to the wing right side. The Hawks looking the ball around. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
Getting into the paint, drawing contact. That's a focal point for Gallinari.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Axie's checked in for Ben Simmons. And a change for the Hawks. Williams is checked in. Molinari hits them both.
Being aggressive and getting to the line, this is when Gallinari's most efficient.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Milton. Here he goes.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Aston Yang. Back to Milton. Picked off in midair. Herder passes to Gallinari. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Milton driving inside. Misses from short range. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Reddish. Outside Williams. Over Harris. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Reddish. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Doesn't matter what defense you call against Williams, he finds the cracks and exploits them.
And kicks to Milton. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. 76ers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And the first one comes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Embiid. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Steve, I always thought what makes a player like Cam Reddish exciting is that season to season, he's always improving. Wouldn't you agree?
I totally agree, absolutely. Watching Cam Reddish get stronger as a player is a real treat. You see him stepping up more and making a bigger contribution. It's clear that he's taking the time off the court to work on his craft.
Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Here's the thing, Gallinari's a tricky cover. One year he went to the line more than 8 times a game.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. And a change for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Axie passes to Drummond. Stolen by Collins. Passes it to Herder. Knocks it loose.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And Drummond kicks to Korkmaz. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple. And the 76ers lead by 2. Well, guys, this first...
been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Young. Another shot. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Capella.
You gotta love how Capella keeps possessions alive. Really nice effort right there.
Hunter on the wing, guarded by Green. Young against Harris. Floats one up. Young's shot is off.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And Embiid throws it down.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
And the pass to Simmons. And there's the drive. Embiid trying to break loose. And he can't jam it through. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Collins. over Curry. Collins, good.
John Collins.
Collins has got 7.
Becoming comfortable from mid-range, Collins makes shots from all 3 levels.
Simmons dishes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Bogdanovich passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. And here's Young from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. 15 points in the game.
Slick shot from Trae Young off the pass. He doesn't waste any time putting it up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job. And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Young finds Bogdanovich, and he drives in. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And that's 10 points for Bogdanovich. It's Curry with the drive. Bogdanovich with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Hunter, no one around him. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A legit threat from outside. Hunter is very confident taking these shots.
Here's Simmons with the drive, and Simmons slams it in. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Young passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. To the middle. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
The defense has tried to make adjustments, but Tobias is smart. He's adjusting back.
The Hawks trail by 3. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. And Young kicks to Hunter. Lob pass to Capella. It's stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. And Embiid throws it down.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's gonna go get it. And he's also coming with bad intentions.
Collins dishes to Young. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. Young's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Hawks.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside through Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Harris, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Collins.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
And Harris drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Bogdanovich goes in. That one goes in. Capella's got 10 points.
Such a versatile player. Bogdanovich does a great job reading the floor and finding his teammates.
And the dunk by Reed.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Young for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half. Springer the pass to Reed. Good work defensively by Capella.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Simmons passes to Springer. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And the 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Simmons against Young. Collins kicks to Hunter. Young in the corner. For the lead, he squares up and sinks it. Young's got 11 points in the quarter.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Over Drummond. Bogdanovich, you know what? 76ers trailing. Harris passes to Springer. Harris against Hunter. Harris inside. The shot, no good. Hunter with some nice defense. He kicks it to Young. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 5. Popped up there for Collins.
Nice pass by DeAndre, a team-oriented player who puts winning over individual stats and success. What his coaches and teammates love about DeAndre Hunter is his even keel. He never loses his cool, and he's impossible to rattle.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Young. Good. Young's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And given how level-headed Hunter is, he's a good guy to have on the floor when you need a clutch bucket. He's made more than a few big shots in his life.
You know, it's crazy. He actually likes the pressure of those big moments. That's not true for every player.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Here's Korkmaz. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Drummond with the block. Here's Korkmaz. Mr. Maxey. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 3. Young outside. Over Maxey. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Young. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that one's good. Thibault.
Love what Drummond did on that play. Kept his eyes up, and he was being unselfish.
From 11 feet away, kept alive.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Thibault. Rebound by the Hawks. Hunter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Herter. To the paint. Here's Collins. Crafty move. And finish off by Collins.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
And it's Drummond missing. Atlanta's got 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
From mid-range, they've been on fire today. Those jump shots have been falling all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
George Niang, he's checked in for the 76ers. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. 6 on the shot clock. Maxey passes to Thibault. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. That one doesn't go. The 76ers trail by 3. Niang passes to Drummond. Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the pass to Niang. 4 on the clock. Over Gallinari. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks leading by 3. Dishes it to Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded closely. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Here's Bogdanovich for 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down. They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
You know, Smitty, I know it gets plenty of coverage, but Trae Young's raw talent as a scorer really is just up there on another level.
It is. Trae Young's ability to post over 40 points in a game is truly something special. It takes a ton of confidence to have nights like that, but you know he's doing it all for his team and not just for himself.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Young, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the line for him here.
And 74%, so-so. We probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And so he hits both. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Young outside. Hits the three-point line. Young's got 18 points just in the second half.
This is Trae Young's game. Unbreakable confidence, quick release, unlimited range.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Here's Young. The rebound by Niang. And here's Embiid. Pass to Niang. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's Atlanta as they wrap up the third quarter on a... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Green is out there with Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Niang in at the 4 spot. Atlanta leading by 11. There's the drive. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
This is how Trae Young beats you. with quickness and skill.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. Over Maxey. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Right side, Green. Feibel, the pass to Embiid. Good work defensively by Capella. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris is checked in for George Niang. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And a change for the Hawks. Collins is checked in. Hunter against Green. Takes it from 10. Here's Capella. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
When you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Now, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
You know, in most seasons throughout his career, Clint Capella has shot a higher percentage from the field than from the line.
Green finds Simmons. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Catching the defender out of position, DeAndre Hunter, he can score at all 3 levels.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The 76ers trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Young dishes to Capella. Bogdanovich with it, now defended by Embiid. And here's Young from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Young's got 39.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Outside for Curry. Here's Embiid, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Collins passes to Young. Back to Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Harris.
Because he's played a lot of undersized 5, Collins has learned exactly how to get you in the air with that pump fake.
And one of the bigger names in free agency, John Collins, ends up re-signing with Atlanta. Didn't see too much of a bigger market for him during the process. And he fits in so well with the future of this team.
Collins against Harris. From deep, Green. No good, shot missing. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Goes up again. Here's Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. To the inside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up to Simmons. And An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Three-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Pass to Collins. Capella, high post. Here's Young. And stolen by Simmons. Goes up. And Simmons slams it in.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition? So good at getting steal.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Here's Collins. Young pass to Hunter. Collins against Harris. Collins kicks to Young. Hunter on the wing. 6 to shoot. Drills the three-pointer. Hunter's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Harris has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Tries again. That's good from Collins. On the assist from Capella. Collins has got 6 in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
A nice shot by Harris. And that's now 20 points for Tobias Harris.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Young with the ball. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. Outside, Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. And Embiid with the block. Harris kicks to Embiid. The drive by Green. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good. The Hawks leading by 16. Here's Bogdanovich, who scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Shot by Collins, no good. The 76ers trail by 16. Green dishes to Harris. Back to Green. The three. Rebound by Young. Young's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass break, Philadelphia. Moving it up. And slam dunk by Harris.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Simmons against Young. Collins trying to break free. Hunter, the pass to Capella, and they pick up 2. 15 points for Clint Capella.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
The Hawks leading by 13. Young left side. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Shooting 2. And the first one at the line is good.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
And so Young nails them both.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the free throw, no good.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Young passes to Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
John Collins.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
And so Collins nails both of them. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Takes it inside.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Atlanta again missing. The 76ers trail by 13. Curry finds Harris. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Here's Young. It's sent back down by Simmons. Outside Curry. Inside. Out to Harris. Over in the corner, Green. And the 3 off target.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hawks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins. And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Trae Young.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And he makes the first. And so Young nails them both. And here are the 76ers now, trailing by 19. Just